Okay. Am I connected? I think I tried. I don't know if I was on and I couldn't see myself and then I don't know. Okay, so now I can see that I'm live. Hello. Happy Saturday night. So, okay. Hopefully I didn't break the algorithm because I've gone on live so many times in the last like half hour. Okay, so I'm on this live. Hello, it's Sunday night. It's Sunday, October 5th, 2025. It's 8:02 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time, and I'm just chilling. I've been home basically all day. I was gonna go food shopping and stuff, but then I decided, you know what, I wanted to stay home and figure this stuff out. And so that's what I did. But I spent all this time trying to figure out how to go on this live where I can put up a Be Right Back screen that was really cool, and I spent like all this time working on it. And now I can't even figure out how. Hi. Oh, wow. I haven't seen you in a long time. Myos Rick. So I was trying to figure out how I can make this work where I could show my screens, but I don't know why they're not popping up. So I'm trying to do, you can see me. Okay, it's not popping up. So that didn't work. Hi, how are you? I am really just testing various ways of going live because I was planning on being able to go live more often because let's see if I do create it. Hola, Inez Soilu. Okay, hold on. So, but I don't know if I swipe off of this, it's probably gonna fuck up my stream. Well, unfortunately, when I have to pause, so I have my kids here. Be cooking dinner. Hola. In the middle of doing laundry. So there's like various times when I'm on a live stream. Hello, Alando Melendez. So it seems like it's already happening. So I did a couple of different live streams earlier. I did one way earlier in the day. And the purpose of it was to go live on my computer, landscape view, and see if that would generate as many people popping on the live as the last 2 or 3 that I did on my cell phone vertically. But it didn't. Can I cook dinner on live stream? No, I really can't. I cannot. My kitchen is small and tiny, and it's just not what I want to do. But thank you. So, but what I really was trying to do was to set up for like when I do pop away that I would have a really cute little video, or maybe I could kind of like, let's see. I could potentially show it on my computer. Let's see, I'm going to just do a quick practice. So like, okay, well, but I made a really cute one where I was like talking. Let's see, is that this one? Because I like to, all right, so this is it, but let me make sure that it's on mute. Let's see if I turn, so it's kind of like, it's not the right dimensions because I'm on the vertical stream. I do need help, that's true. But the funny thing is that I get paid to help people, and then the help that I need, I do it for myself. But I have to do it like on a Sunday, like that. So let's see if I can make this a little smaller. Let's see, I have so many things on my desktop that I'm trying to hide. So anyway, where am I from? I'm from the East Coast, United States. And that's as detailed as I get because privacy. But yeah, I always kind of assumed that you might be able to tell a little bit from my accent. Although many people don't don't get glued into my accent, which is totally fine. So you too? Hi, Jonas Burhane. So I can see the chat on my cell phone. However, it's so tiny. And so I like to have my, what do you call it? My desktop open behind me. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn my, oh wait, I just put the thing that I need on my screen. Let's see. So I have my phone in front of my computer. Let's see, I think I can turn this around by doing this. Okay, so that is a glimpse of my laptop. So it does appear that, hold on, let me turn you back around. It does appear based on how many people are popping in. See, there's 21 people. So I don't know if Jane came back. Jane had joined both streams. So awesome. She was there and she was being friendly and I was chatting with her. But she was the only one who jumped into the stream. So I was like, you know, I wonder if it really is just, okay, so here, I'm going to turn it around. If it, you know, is the vertical live being pushed out by YouTube? And I would say, yes, thank you. My Osric, yes, I do have a Northeast accent, I agree. Okay, so I'm going to flip it around again. Okay, of course, as I expected, it's like way too, well, because I made this screen for the landscape.
CatLoveDreamingPeach.com.
So, oh boy,
Hello, my sweet peaches.
I could put here, so if there's some talking, hold on, let me mute it.
Back.
How do I mute this? Oh, I could turn off this. So I'm just showing you, okay, so here's like when I take a little break. Okay, so let me turn it back around. Okay, so I'm not taking a break at the moment, but so I have a cute little thing and I just figured out how I can still use it because it seems like being here on my computer. Let's see, you're originally from upstate New York. That's how you recognize your accent. Am I MAGA? Abso-fucking-lutely not. I despise MAGA. They're evil. By the way, I guess I should just make it like my disclaimer that if you're MAGA, I delete you. This is a safe space for LGBTQ+. This is a safe space for all people of color, from people from all diverse backgrounds, from different cultures, from different countries, people who speak multiple languages, people who are not xenophobic, misogynistic, racist, homophobic, LGBTQ+. And if that bothers you, then that means you're part of the problem. This channel is a safe space for the people who I just said, and it is intentionally not a safe space for the people I just listed. And if you're a religious zealot, you're also not welcome here because that's not what my channel is for. So anyway, how are you doing? And what's up with you guys? So I did do some interesting videos recently, and imagine all the people living in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. John Lennon. And you know what's funny is that they play that song every single New Year's. And I always wish, like, why don't they play a new song, you know? Hello, Miss Angie Masters. Hello, may you have a blessed week full of love and hope. You're a beautiful woman. Thank you. So see, like I can see on my cell phone, I can see the comments, but they're super tiny. Kim Alfield, remember you? I don't remember you. When did we chat before? Hi, Alien Metals. So I wish that Jane would jump back in so she could see. Wow. Okay, so the first couple of videos I did, let's see, how long have I been on? The first one I was 10 minutes and like only Like one person popped in. I do remember you, my Osric one. Absolutely. Devario, hello. From my live, Kim. The one I did for 6 hours. Thank you for those cool emojis. I love emojis. So, USA, yep. So, what's up? What's new? Well, Wendy Adelson still has not been arrested, which is disappointing. And, apparently, Corey, yes, it has been a while, my Osric one. Corey Richins may not be getting a guilty sentence for murdering her husband, who she fed a fentanyl sandwich. She had tried before. No, I'm not from Florida. Hello, Daniel Phipps, Kim. Oh, yeah. Well, I was talking about a lot of stuff. I was on that live stream for like 6 hours. Well, I did a 6-hour one, and then I did a couple that were just like an hour. But anyway, hello, welcome. Hello from Indiana. You have a good memory, or I made a good impression on you. I don't know. I don't have a lot of people who recur, who come back again and again, so I do remember those. What can you see for Alien Metal's future? I have no idea. Zero Headquarters, hi. From Illinois. Hello. I actually lived in Chicago for 11 months with a very abusive guy. No, I'm not going to tell you what state I'm from, except to say Northeast. Yeah, but that was like, I think that was like in 2002 that I lived in Chicago, River North, lived on Wabash, and then I worked, I worked at UBS in the financial district at the Loop, and I would walk there or take a cab. You're going to Tennessee? Hi, that damn punk. Soon? Yeah, what's in Tennessee? I've never been over there. So, we talked about incense last time a couple of years ago. Really, that's funny because I I don't want to knock myself over, but I have got all my incense. I've got some incense, and then I've got, these are like some of my favorite. I have this whole 6-pack. Bears, a lot of them. You met a bear? You're from Siberia? Wow. I have this incense. Actually, please hold. I have to chat to my kid for 1 sec. I'm going to put this up so... Oh, right. I have my little please hold screen. So I'll be right back. Let me see. 1 sec. And we're back. So one of the reasons why I like to do this screen is because after the video processes and like the next day I can go back and I can edit out the cuts and just make it a little cleaner, which is what I did with the last 2 videos that I made. So look at this cute thing. This is, you like my room? Thank you so much, Kim. This is an incense holder burner tray for this Japanese stickless incense. I'm going to open the screen back up again so I can see. And hold on, let me make sure that I have all the live chat so I don't miss any of your comments. So this is like a 6-pack I bought. I love these incense. Got gardenia. Can barely see the name. And you're going to bed? Bye, Kim. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Oh, I have my runes. Wait, where did I put them? The last time I had a stream, somebody was interested in runes. So I was thinking I could maybe read 2 or 3 people's runes if you were interested in that. I haven't done them in a long time, but sort of my book just to make sure that I don't forget. So just a note, if you say weird religious stuff, you will be deleted, because that's not what this place is for. So I'll probably put a disclaimer actually in my description box that just says, like, this is a safe space. This one is called Lotus. This is a safe space for people who my vibe will attract my tribe. So, you know, if I feel that this is vanilla. If I feel that your vibe, hi Triple H. If I feel like your vibe or your comments or the way you choose to, you know, manage yourself is disruptive, or wait, is it upside down? No, this one is green tea. Then, you know, I'll remove you, because like I said, this is a safe space for LGBTQ+. I mean, you can be straight and cis, like basically, I mean, I consider myself queer because I don't fall into the stereotype of many straight cis women. But it's really none of your business, because I ain't here trying to date you. Oh, and while I'm at it, I'll mention, if, you know, any unwanted sexual comments, they will be immediately deleted. And of course, thank God for YouTube. They have some measures in place, so many of those get hidden. This is the Trump needs to go to prison train, Gary Sharp. So if you're sharp and you're on the let's send that mofo to prison, then this is the right place for you. Boo. Then I have lavender. And these are Japanese. The brand is Morning Star. Jasmine, did I already show that? I'm just showing off some of my little cute incenses because Miles Rick one. You reminded me that we talked about incense last time. Do I get massages? No. I did like a while ago. What I do now is I believe heavily in non-sexual self-massage, which is to heal yourself. I have wood therapy tools. This one, I think the other one's over there. I have like a whole bag of them. And how could I look like a Trump supporter? What does that even mean? What you talking about, Willis? What the fuck you talking about? What do you even mean? Because I'm white? Is that why? That's why I was saying earlier that sometimes I do have shame about the color of my skin and the lack of melanin, because people could look at me and assume some crazy wacko bullshit. No, I'm not gay. I'm an ally. Okay. So thank you for letting me know who to immediately remove from my channel. As I go through doing more of these, I'll get better and better at removing people easily. So to maintain the safe space that this is, and hold on, did I just delete the wrong guy? So, I'm not big enough to have a moderator, and I feel like, I don't know, I guess a lot of people do it for free, but that seems kind of weird. So at the time, I just moderate my own videos because, I don't get that many people joining anyway. You just got, okay, well, so the people who quickly advertise that they're the ones who should be deleted, I appreciate it, because sometimes what people will do is they'll act real nice, and I'll get engaged, I'll chat with them, I'll engage with what they're saying a little bit, and then all of a sudden they come out with their crazy crap. I didn't get 1,000 viewers on a live stream. Miles Rick. I only have 15 people here. So I got 1,000. Oh, you mean the other live streams that I did? Well, that's what I'm saying, that I think that when you join the live stream on your cell phone on a vertical, that YouTube is pushing it out a lot more. And what I realized is that, so I always like to do landscape because it's just, maybe because I'm old, I just prefer it. But, I don't know, a couple times I just jumped on a live on my cell phone just because I just happened to have my cell phone on me. I was like, wherever I was. So I was like, let me just do it like this. And then a whole shit ton of people jumped the other day. Yeah, I did a live stream. Hold on one sec. Let me try this again. Sorry, like I said, my kids are there. I have to deal with them. So please hold. I'm going to flip the script. Life, when you're trying to do live streams and you've got life is lifing while I'm doing my live streams. So yeah, the other day I did a live stream. Well, because the last time, meaning like in January when I did a live stream, it killed my other videos that had been getting hundreds and hundreds of views. And then I did a live stream and it just like utterly killed my videos. But on October 4th, which was yesterday? Wait, hold on. No, so on the 27th of September, which was a Saturday, I went on a live and there were 4,600 views, which was so crazy. That be right back screen doesn't look good in vertical. I know, I did it for landscape and I know it's like bleh. But you could see the little minutes at the top, right? I have to fix it. I have to like redo the ratio because yeah, that was crazy, right? I got all those views that day, and then let's see if I flip this around. Let's see if it'll show you. Show off my little views because I'm such small. Okay, let's see. I usually hardly get any views. I mean, some of these are like private. So, but look, I got all those views. I got 3,000 views, 4,000 views, and then yeah. Oops. But what I've just discovered by doing it this way, I tested it earlier this morning. I did a live stream, and I did the live stream on my computer as a landscape, and only like one person who already subscribes to me, which I was very grateful for, he jumped on, but like nobody else joined. So I was like, okay, it's not getting pushed out. And then maybe an hour ago now or so, I jumped on a live stream from my cell phone, but I did it landscape, and only one person jumped on. And then and now I jumped on a live stream on my cell phone in a vertical, and not everybody's staying. That's fine. Like, if you jump on and you're like, what the hell is this about? It's not interesting. It's boring. Then yeah, the algorithm is weird. But what I've now realized is that for whatever reason, YouTube is pushing live streams that are being done on mobile devices in vertical. Maybe they're trying to compete with TikTok. So by pushing videos like this style of video, what's my deal? Well, you can check in my About Me section. I have a website you can go to. I have an About Me section on YouTube. I have playlists you can go look at. And that'll give you an idea of what I'm about. I've also done videos discussing what I'm about. So instead of taking the time in this video to explain it, you can go back and look at all the many, many things that I have done to answer those questions. Okay? You don't like TikTok? Well, I like TikTok. I mostly like TikTok at this point just because you can generate captions. And I love that. I love like the cartoon captions that I can generate. And it looks super cute. Hold on. This is not letting me do it. My chair is very squeaky. All right. Well, I'm trying to fix the Be Right Back screen. But I won't do it right now because it's making me very distracted. You could have just explained it with that. Okay. Let me... Mic Jam. You could have... Why do I have to explain it with that input? I mean, I have made a lot of content about the stream. Isn't it in the... You can read the description. You know, you might think, oh, why can't she just explain herself? Well, I already did that. So if you're actually interested, you'll go and you'll look at the things that I put together to explain who I am. And you would respect the fact that this stream I'm not here to explain who I am. I'm just chatting on a Sunday night. I'm hanging out. I'm doing a live. I want to know what's up, what's going on with the world. Well, I really was just testing out to see, hi Tuka. I was really just testing out, I guess you could say the algorithm. The reason I have this here is because I want people who recognize this as a safe space will feel welcome here. And people who find this as a threat, you'll know to leave. You first discovered me when I used to do stretching and dancing. Thank you. You like my talking too? Thank you. Well, yes, that channel is still there. Yes, love everyone. I desperately need to get back into dancing and stretching. The reason I don't post on that channel anymore is because I spent years building up my subscribers. I have like 4,000 some subscribers over there. Hundreds and hundreds of videos. I launched this channel because I wanted to keep it separate. You know, when I do my talking videos, I thought that it made sense that some people just want to see me dancing and stretching. Some people want to hear me talking. If you like both, you can join both. But in 2020, there were some changes to YouTube. So I used to like dance around my house, dance in my living room. And I used to babysit my nephews a lot. And so they would be in a lot of the videos. And then like YouTube decided that, which I agreed with, like any videos with kids, they would shut down all the comments because of creeps, you know, because of creeps. We can't have anything nice. And then my sister-in-law and brother were like, we don't want our kids in your videos anyway. And I was like, okay. So I hid a bunch of those. And then, except I made a mistake that I actually deleted a bunch. And then after I deleted a bunch, I realized, oh shit, I should have just hidden them, because by deleting them, I lost thousands and thousands of watch hours. And then that really hurt my algorithm over there. I used to do lots of walking and talking. Yeah, they were fun. And I did enjoy that, but I might be able to start it again because I do want to start to do walks. And I have a setting on my phone, which is called Cinematic. It's annoying because you can't pause your videos, but it's cool because it kind of creates like a blur, which is helpful because I don't like walking around my neighborhood and, you know, being at risk of some crazy weirdo being able to find me. So that was there was a few reasons why I stopped doing those. well, one is I got a car, so I didn't have to walk everywhere. Two, I started to get a lot of clients, and I'm working from home, and I have like a lot of shit to do. My kids are in school, so I'm just super busy, like getting up in the morning, driving them to school, coming home, doing work, running out to pick them up in the afternoon, and a lot of times I have to go out to pick up my younger son and then go back out a couple hours later to get my older son. Hey, Chris! Although, anyway, I have to like figure out, which one can take the bus on which days, just to kind of like free up my afternoons, because I have so many clients now, which is great. However, that's created I just don't have time to do the walks as much as I used to. When I do walks now, I'm usually at a park where my kid is doing some sports, and there's like 100 people, and it's just kind of awkward to be filming myself in a video. So there's all these various reasons why. Also, it's like very noisy when you're walking and you're talking, and like also the angle was always like, my nose was like, you could see underneath my nose, because if I held it up high where it looked better, you could see all the houses and the street, so it was just so awkward. So there were many reasons why it just, similar to how I used to do dancing and stretching videos, and that was like the majority of what I used to do. And then I started to get more interested in talking about various topics that interested me. And because my other channel got demonetized, I just was like, I don't want to fucking work on that channel anymore. I spent so long working on it just for them to demonetize it. So I have the Patreon, I have my YouTube here, which is monetized, so you could feel free to leave a super chat. You could leave a super thanks. You can become a member. If you become a member, you get access to other videos where I talk about more personal things, as well as like deeper dives into things that I just don't want to share publicly. So anything interesting anyone wants to talk about or add? Let's see. Yeah, not everybody, I get that some of the topics aren't interesting to you. I totally relate to that, because there are people that I follow and they have certain videos that I just love and I gobble them up, and then there's other videos where I couldn't click off fast enough. So, it would be unusual for someone to like every single one of someone's videos. Sometimes people just click on and they give it a like and say hello, and that's helpful for the algorithm, even if you don't stick around because it's just not interesting to you, or you're busy or whatever. I do like to do some like guided meditation videos where I talk about your wealth is good, and like healing from trauma, learning to love yourself through learning to like yourself, which I define as allowing yourself to do the things that you enjoy, the way you enjoy, not making yourself feel like you have to be perfect in order to get it done, being willing to be an amateur about various things. And that's kind of how I am with this. You always click the like button. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It really helps. And it's really nice to have, there have been certain people who've been around for a while. And, my content has changed a lot from, first I was talking about manifesting a specific person for a really long time. And then as I started to heal from the fantasy obsession of that idea, I started to talk about not manifesting a specific person. In fact, manifesting yourself as your specific person. And then as I got less, as each stage, as I heal and grow and change and evolve, my content kind of shifts. I was very, very obsessed with certain cases for a while, and if and when Wendy Adelson ever gets arrested, I will be obsessed with that. However, Karen Reed kind of like broke me when she got off and she got away with murder, in my opinion. And although people will say, well, she was found not guilty in a court of law, so legally she didn't do it. However, she still has to answer to the civil cases, and I'm hoping that John O'Keefe and his family will get some justice. But, you know, will that happen? I don't know. I got disillusioned with doing true crime stuff when it just became so blatantly obvious to me. Like, I mean, I already knew it. And, you know, like the last few videos I've done talking about systemic racism, individual of universe, we keep evolving in life. That's what life is all about. Exactly. My original name was, so I'm Cat Love Dreaming Peach, but I was originally the Lovely Opinionated Vegan Evolving, which is LOVE, love. So it was, you know, originally I was the Lovely Opinionated Vegan Evolution, but then it just got really long, so I shortened it to Love, and I was Love Living Peach. And so then when I wanted to make a second channel, I made it Love Dreaming Peach, because I talk about dreams, actual dreams at night, and the dreams you have for your life, and manifesting your dreams. And I still like to talk about that stuff. So I've always said that my channel is about evolving. Well, hey, if that guy is still around who was like, you could have explained it. If you're still here, I guess I'm explaining it. Okay, so what I do like to do is to get rid of people who are annoying. And, you know, it's so important to me to curate a tribe, a vibe, you know, I can't remove people from YouTube. I would never want to do that, but I can remove them from being able to pop into my videos, to hide them from my stream, to hide them from my channel, because, you know, I mean, you don't want bullies jumping in to your party. That's so annoying. So, you know, you're trying to have a nice time, you're trying to hang out with cool people, and then there's these weirdo bullies who have nothing better to do but than to jump into some rando's stream and try to, like, insult that person because, you know, like I said, the people who are not welcome here are, you know, they're like annoyed that they're not welcome here or something. It's like, just go away. So, you know, instead of writing something ignorant and childish and hateful, you could just leave, you know, you could just say, oh gosh, that's not for me. Oh, let me turn this around, because I'm not promoting Tara or their thing. I'm just using this. You're a good person just dropping in. Hi, Marcus. Nathan, what's up? It's Sunday night. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow, Monday. Kids going back to school. You guys have work? Do you guys work from home? Or do you work at an office? Do you work in retail? Do you work in the food industry? Hello, Scruffy the Fox. How are you? I work from home. I enjoy it. And that is what I prefer. It's really interesting. Talking about manifesting. Thank you for letting me know to remove you. I need to make a sign that says safe space only. Like, gosh. You know what I'm saying? I hate Trump. What are you talking about? Shame on you. Shame on you for being ignorant and spreading stupidity. Individual universe, I seem to be thoughtful, and that's a good thing. It's good to express how we feel and deal things in life. I agree. I've been through hell and back and hell and back, and you know, many people use painful experiences to become hateful, to hate other people. Work as a groundskeeper and pool maintenance. That sounds kind of cool. Like in a town. What are you talking about? Okay, I'm going to give you one more chance, because you're obviously incorrect. Like, do you see? Okay. So what I'm learning to do is not allow myself to get thrown off by hateful people who want to jump in and just, but it's like the positive and the negative, because jumping on a live stream like this, I get exposed to so many people. Manpreet Singh, I do reply if you're not hateful. I'm excited for Halloween a little bit. At a yacht club in North Carolina and several pools in the area on the coast. That sounds pretty cool. Are you excited, Scruffy? I've been wondering what my kids were going to do. My older son is like getting a little old for it. My mom was invited to a party she doesn't want to do. I'm so beautiful. Thank you. Self-employed. That's cool. That's very, very awesome. That's what I was going to say. That, oh, hi. I did miss your original hi, Manpreet. I'm sorry. I'm actually getting some comments, which is unusual and cool. So what I'm trying to do is to not get distracted by the nasty commenters and to not respond to them. So it's like I'm reading comments, I'm trying to comment back to people, and as I see, the bad vibes people who are not part of the safe space, I want to delete them without getting distracted by them. But it's a lot to do. So, I don't have a moderator. I'm just here by myself. I've got my little kids as well. Okay. It's a safe space for certain kind of people. Okay. So I'm trying to get rid of the bad vibes while continuing to pay attention to the people that I enjoy being here. Kevin, do you have any goals for this year? Well, I guess that can lead me to continue what I was trying to say. So in 2020, I was working as a florist. I was barely making minimum wage. I was working 30 some hours a week for him, but then coming home and doing at least 5-6 hours of free work, trying to do his social media and all this stuff and not getting paid for it. But I was like, well, I'm trying to build up my skills while, trying to really boost him. Good vibes only. Well, I'm not good vibes only because in the sense that sometimes when we have to talk about painful stuff, it's not necessarily good vibes, but doing it in the energy zone of healing, then we can do that. And also not good vibes only because anger and frustration and irritation and anxiety and all of those things are real, and they're not really good vibes, but they're real and they're important. So the kind of vibes I want is safe vibes. You don't always have to be happy and Pollyanna, but you do have to be not MAGA, not a racist, not transphobic, not homophobic, not xenophobic, not ableist, not ageist, not somebody who's saying, who's a pervert, who's a predator. Yes, I did. I did make some videos at the flower shop. All I've seen you do is call anyone that doesn't agree with you. Okay, so sometimes I'm going to pause because I'm trying to not just automatically read people's comments out loud. Because, when I just read each comment out loud, then I end up saying something I don't want to say on my stream and giving voice to a voice that is not welcome here. So I have done other videos where I talk about the difference between censorship, free speech, and then a private person on a platform curating a space of their choosing that allows only a certain kind of behavior. Okay, I have boundaries, and the boundaries in this zone says I don't make a safe space for racist people or for, all the isms. I don't make a safe space for you. This is not a safe space for you. This is a safe space for those of us who need a safe space from the hateful people who often want to go into those safe spaces and be disruptive just because, the fact is that you really wish you could be part of it, but for whatever reason, you've chosen to be on the wrong side of everything, and then you want to go in there like a bull in a China shop and, you know, and then blame them for why you're all cut up when you just rammed into their China shop, you know, whatever. But what I'm really trying to do is to be able to maintain control over my live streams and not allow the fact that, unfortunately, YouTube is a open flood of all kinds of people. I mean, it's not unfortunate, it's good. It's good that there's a huge influx of all kinds of people who are interested in a variety of things, and the right people will find me, and those nasty weirdos, they will, you know, they'll either be bounced or they will just have the wherewithal to just not, you know, they'll pop in and they'll pop out, or they'll pop in and I'll have to pop them out, you know. Believe me, one of my favorite pastimes is deleting fucking MAGA Nazi fascists. I do. And what's especially joyous is when they like pop in and they immediately signal, you know, how hateful they are. And then I don't even have to like acknowledge them in any way. And I can just like pop them out. That's the best. That is the best. I don't know what's up with my mouse. I have this really cute mouse pad. I can show it because I finally like scrubbed it. I'm vegan. So lots of chocolate milk as long as you have vegan milk. So look at how cute this is. It's not Pusheen, but it almost looks like Pusheen. And it's like this big, it's big. And it's shaped like this angle. I really like it. It's a mouse, but my mouse doesn't always like, I don't know. I have it on the fastest. You're glad you found my channel and you always enjoy my content. I really appreciate that. I'm so glad too. That's what I'm saying. I'm more about quality than quantity. I'm more about, you know, connecting with the right people who they actually enjoy my content. Maybe you get something out of it, whether it's just chilling and hanging out and you just enjoy the fact that there's somebody here to chat with on a Sunday night, and then you can go watch some of my other stuff if it interests you or not. You know, if you like to hear Your Wealth is Good meditation, or, you know, learning to love yourself, learning to heal from your trauma, or if you're more, maybe you're more interested in true crime, and there's some videos you can watch about that. Hold on a sec. Oh wait, I was trying to figure out, I'm trying to like see if I can quickly, while I'm on this stream, edit my video, my please hold, like I'll be right back video, and to change the format so that I can pop it on. You go to sleep listening to my long videos? That's awesome. That's not weird at all. That's awesome. You missed me, Fishing Queen. Hi. I do remember you. It was really nice coming across. You have a nice day there. Thank you. You too. I hope you subscribe. I hope, you know, please give the video a like and a share, and hit subscribe and hit the bell notification so you'll catch the next video. Well, I did used to do like private insight coaching clients. You feel better? LOL the trolls. All right, I know. But you know what's cool about, like, when they let themselves be known, it's just easy to like hide them. You know, YouTube doesn't have a channel. I'm funny. YouTube oh, thank you, Individual of Universe. I don't know why your name just made me remember. So the other day I was singing, you know that song, Cult, what is it? It was Living Color, Cult of Personality. And I was like singing the song, and I was showing my son and watching the video. And then like 2 days later, they performed on some late night show. Recently, I was like, oh my God. That's so crazy. Weston Neubauer. Hi, girlie. How are you doing? And you are the sweetest girl ever. And I really enjoyed talking to you. And I look up to you. That's sweet. Thank you. What did you do today? Well, if you need help, I am a good moderator. You know, I might have to take you up on it if this continues. Wes Watson. Hi. Hi, Grayson Davis. I mean, right now I'm like a really small channel, and so far, I mean, it might be nice if I didn't have to keep looking down and seeing those terrible comments. My voice is nice, and you felt sleepy. You're so nice. Thank you. Well, if you're willing to help, thank you. I mean, basically, anybody who says that I look like a man, or who says something hateful about trans people, about gay people, anybody is pro-Trump, pro-MAGA, pro-Charlie Kirk, delete, goodbye, motherfucker, bye, 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 bye. Yeah. No, not at all. Hold on, let me see. What did you say no, not at all about, Manpreet? My voice is nice. Yeah, oh, so, I don't know if you like guided meditations. Maybe I'll do a few more of those, but I have some videos where I talk about the Lojong slogans, which is a Buddhist training tool. Can we be friends? You are a champion. You are strong, and you are a sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, you can join my channel. That would be awesome. To what you just spoke. I don't know. I'm saying so many things, answering so many comments. I kind of... You look like I could be related to you. You're a pretty lady. Love your personality. Thank you. I mean, I look just like my dad. Well, he passed away almost 12 years ago. But, people are like, you're a man. I mean, I look like my dad. So, I will. This is crazy. LOL. Let's see. So, don't I have to make you a moderator? I mean, like people who are preoccupied with wanting to know what somebody else's genitals are, you creep me out. So, I mean, you know what? Let's see. I can add you as a moderator. And let's see. I'll give you a try. How about that, Fishing Queen? I just added you. So, thank you. So I just added Fishing Queen as a moderator, and I told her who to block and who to, thank you. Well, we'll see. I don't know if I'll know who, I don't know if I can see who you're blocking or anything like that, but like I said, this is a safe space for anybody who's straight, but who is cool and down and an ally. If you're a white guy and you're straight, you're welcome here. As long as you're not a motherfucking racist, Nazi, fascist, transphobe. If you're MAGA, goodbye. If you like Trump, goodbye. If you like Charlie Kirk and the Erica KKK and Caroline KKK Levitt, goodbye, 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 goodbye. What's this about? It's a Sunday chat. Your last name was Strong, Patsy Strong. That's cool. But you changed it to Buchart. Hello, Brayor. Let's see. I know it's not American. So my American isn't going to be saying it right. Brayor Kijana Wamum. I have no idea what all those things mean. No disrespect. Okay, so see, he's somebody who needs to go, because I know that's not true. I'll take a look. Oh, I have a that fuzz. Okay, I'll let you stay. Was it the fuzz? I look beautiful. Sending your love from Nairobi. You know what? I wish I could somehow see. I'm trying to make it look like I'm like looking at you guys more, because I'm like looking down, reading. Let's see, I can show you. I'm going to flip this around so you can see. Like I have it open, and I'm reading it on my computer where it's a lot bigger, so I can actually see, and then I can type. Well, I'm not typing. I'm answering. No, don't block. Don't block my Ozric 1. Let's see. I can make certain people. How do I add somebody? I thought there was a way. there's a way where I have certain people who are safe. Like I know that you're safe and I can add you safe. Okay, so there's a lot of people to block. So maybe me and Fishing Queen doing it together. Thank you for, thank you so much, Fishing Queen. Do you moderate on anybody else's channel? So I'm just hiding people from the channel because I just don't even want them to be here. Manpreet, if you'd like to, you can email me. Let me double check what my email that I have set up for my YouTube channel is. And then I'll tell you where you can send me an email. Okay, and then if if my rate and what you're looking for and everything sounds good, then we can schedule something and see how it goes. I have stopped doing inside coaching clients right now because I've been doing I have clients where I do their social media and some podcast stuff, and one of my amazing clients, she's always getting flowers and gifts for people, but she has various projects to do and all kinds of stuff. So I do cool stuff, but it keeps me busy. And, I really just kind of, to be honest, I wasn't getting enough clients doing that to sustain myself. So I just kind of stopped so that I could pay the bills and raise my kids. Oh, here. View email address. Okay, so it's lovedreamingpeach@gmail.com. Hold on, I am going to copy this. Maybe I can pin this into the chat and put that there. So thank you, Fishing Queen. I am giving her a try. So, any comments that seem weird or creepy, that just get deleted, you'll be deleted. If somebody is saying something that might not be incredibly offensive, but a little bit offensive, then maybe we could put them on a timeout and see if they'll behave themselves. But certain people, it's just, it's not even worth it. Because the thing is that I said in my last live, the title was, it's not my job to make racists feel at home, welcome, or cozy, because you ain't. A lot of dirty comments. A lot of people like to comment on the size of, what I got going on here, or they say, I'm a man, are you trans, are you gay, whatever. Most of the ones, if they're saying and if they're asking all those things, I just hide them because I don't want people that keep popping back up. If you made it clear that you're not part of the vibe of the tribe, then we have to be due diligent and keep a safe space. So if you don't want to get excluded, then don't be a horrible person. You know what I mean? You mod for 5 different channels now? Wow. That's pretty cool. The ones that it put on a 10-minute timeout, and if it's sure bad, it's hidden. Yeah. Tribe vibe, cool. Hi, bass fishing. Yeah, I'm being more intentional. You sent me an email. Okay, well, I'll have to check it probably at sometime tomorrow afternoon because I'm here with my kids. When I get off of this in a little bit, I'll have to go, do some things, and then I have to take the kids to school in the morning, and then I come home. I have 2 scheduled meetings with so I have paid clients that give me ongoing work weekly, and every week I have certain clients that I work for, and it's getting to the point where it's more than 40 hours a week. So I was working light, but I wasn't making that much money, and now I'm earning a little bit more money and I'm working more hours, and so it's very tiring. But thank you very much. I will check it out. I did smoke cigarettes for many years and I stopped, and I now do these things. Occasionally this, although not this as much, but yes, sir. Yes, please be respectful. Also, I don't know if I mentioned Fishing Queen, like religious zealots are not welcome, because this is a safe space. This is a non-religious safe space. I mean, I do practice Buddhism, but that's just what I do. Hello, trans ally Shadow Woo. Very cool. See, that's what I'm hoping, that by being intentional and having very strong boundaries, you know, you can't help who's going to jump in, but you can help who you pop out and who you make sure. So I already got fooled by that. And actually I am currently trying to get somebody like banned for doing that, because it's just so hateful. You know, it's so hateful. And it's immature. And hi, Noah. And the thing is, like, I realized that many of these people could be like 12 years old. 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old people. So I'm learning to not even get super offended, but just to remove. You know, it's like, I'm not going to be offended by the fact that there's like a million racist people out there, or multi-million racist people. You know, there could be countless, millions upon millions upon millions of racist, hateful, stupid, ignorant people. But it's not my job to change you or to try to give you, set you on the right path. I'm not on a mission to fix those who are broken. You know, you've been to a Buddhist temple in the Western Mass many times. That's so cool. Yeah, you know, people who are not necessarily, it's like certain people in society have these very rigid rules of who they think should exist, who has a right to exist, who gets to express themselves the way they want to. And the majority of those people who like to try to control others, they themselves are repressed. They were taught to self-loathe. It's not immature to curate your space. It's actually incredibly mature. It's so important that you are willing to say no to people. It's so important that you learn who is not your friend. You have a Trans Ally patch on your airsoft chest rig. That's cool. It's an airsoft chest rig. See, people who are abusive, they will tell you that you creating a boundary where you have a safe space where they're not allowed because they are crossing your boundary, they're being offensive, they're being hateful. A plate carrier, I don't know what that means either. So I'm not going to engage with people. So Fishing Queen, no, they don't matter here. So we're not going to engage with the hateful stuff. We're not going to, talk nice to them. They're not welcome. And there's a reason you're not welcome, because you're unsafe. And you create again, I am being extremely strict because I don't have time every single stream to engage with these immature, hateful people who their entire purpose is to spread hate and misinformation and to make people feel bad. And I don't want to talk about that every stream. So what I do is if I see the comment, I just immediately hide them. I'm not giving them a chance to come back again. I'm not trying to tell them that they matter. I'm not trying to convince them of my point of view. I'm here to spend time with the people who feel like the right vibe and we can chill, okay? That's what I'm here to do. What's my favorite vacation of all time? It has been so many years since I've been on a vacation. I have not been on a vacation in probably almost 13 years. I haven't had an urge to go on a vacation. I moved many, many times and I finally settled down and I've been raising my kids and just not interested in going somewhere else. If you like my room, it's cute. Thank you, Weston. People need to know. People need to know people are opening up about themselves and people hate it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is a safe space. The reason I put this flag here is because I want anyone who identifies with any portion of this flag anywhere, whether you're gay, straight, whether you're in an interracial relationship, whether you have you speak multiple languages, you came from another country other than America, or I should say the United States. Again, if you're a religious zealot, no, you're not welcome here because that's not what's going on here. But if if you practice a specific religion, but you're not here to try to convert people, then you're welcome. So, there's also like people who are here just to be disruptive or to say stuff that's like nonsensical or, I just realized I was always saying the word non sequitur. I was saying non sequitur. So yesterday, my sister and I at my sister's house, it's her kid. It's okay. I don't care about bad English. Ain't nobody judging that here. Anyway, I said non sequitur, and she said, no, it's non sequitur. And I was like, is it? I thought you could go either way, but no, you can't. I was wrong. It's non sequitur. You didn't notice what was funny? Fishing Queen. Is there a name for this flag? It's the LGBTQ plus flag. It's all inclusive. It's for all people of color. It's for this purple circle represents intersex. So it's like trans, lesbian, gay, bisexual, asexual, intersex, and all people of color. So I don't know if it has a specific name, but I just love that it's all inclusive. So, and I put it here because I had it on my shelf, like way back there, but you couldn't see it at all. So I put it here because, first of all, it immediately, the people who are like, oh my God, what a gross flag, like they immediately reveal themselves. So, that helps. Like, it's really helpful when the people, I like it too. And then I have this cute one. It's like metal. I bought it to put on my car. I have another one similar to like this on my car. Actually, I have two of them. One is on the outside, one is on the inside. And then I have this. But I liked it so much, and I didn't want to put it on my car because, I want to have it inside. So, anyway, was I saying something? It was breaking apart. You took it down. Yeah, you can get a new one. I have one in the window, although the curtain is closed. I'd gotten two little lawn flag, like metal thingies, and they have like little, like, what do you call it? Spikes, and you stick it in the ground. And, let's see. And did you take that down? Yeah. Fishing Queen, we gotta not just delete the comment, but delete the person. So what was I saying? Oh, so anyway, I had an LGBTQ, I had a flag just like this on my lawn, but like a big one. And then like a diversity flag. And my fucking landlords, they're basically just, I know, these people they're so pathetic, but that's why I really like to just delete them, not read their comment out loud, not acknowledge them, and just remove them because it's too disruptive. And that's their purpose. Like their whole, Yeah, for real. Their whole intention is to be disruptive. Hey, Christian Thomas. They just want to, you know, spread hate and disruption and discord because they are losers. Sportsman sent 100 for 2 jewels. Thank you. I have no idea what that is. LOL, yeah, I did just hit show comment so I could hide it. And yeah, I mean, you know, it's like it's cool to get, like I said, usually when I would get on a live, hi Nala, when I would get on a live, like, you know, I was usually joining, like I said earlier in the stream, if you want to go and rewind and listen, I was trying out different ways of going on live. I tried from my computer, my desktop, on landscape. Then I jumped on a live on my cell phone, but also on landscape. And I waited for like 10 minutes just to see, like, would anybody join? And then I jumped on this one, which is on my cell phone, on portrait. And let's see, I've been on for an hour and 12 minutes. But within the first 10 minutes, it was already like a bunch of people were jumping on. And now it looks like 1,000 people have, I mean, most of them have popped out because there's not that many people here. But hi, FM Beats and Skazir or Scuffzir. You know, but so it's like, you know, you have to weigh the pros and the cons. On the pro side is, oh wow, thank you, Miles Rick. That's so cool. I think you might be my very first ever super chat. Oh, let me see if I can figure out how to show it. How do you show that on the screen? So that's why, well, I am on StreamYard, but let's see if it will pop up. No. You're in the furry community. There's a dozen of trans people and have made a lot of them love you because you showed them support. You gotta go, Fishing Queen. Thank you again. You'll be back next live. Have a great night, everyone. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you so much. Yes. First ever. I mean, I have had people who've joined as members. What time is it? I look sleepy. It's 9:16. I am sleepy though. I stayed up kind of late last night. I do need to go to bed soon. But I've been going to bed, like I was going to bed crazy late. And then I guess like it spilled over and I got so exhausted and I fell asleep at like 7:30 2 nights ago. And I slept till 7:30 a.m. And then this morning I got up around 7:30. So I'm getting tired. But yeah, I'm old and I don't wear makeup. So my real face shows. I don't like cover it all up. I don't use filters. I don't use mascara or blush or concealer. I have my old age spots and my, you know, my fine, baby fine hair and my wrinkles. And oh my God, I'm a real person. Good night, Fishing Queen. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. So what I was saying, Myos Rick 1, is that I have had people join as members, and so, you know, I've gotten paid in that way, and I have Patreon and stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever gotten a super chat on a live stream. Like I said, the last, like if you go look, oh, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if, no, you can see how many views the video got. Hello, Kat, how are you? I'm good. Dark Serenity, how are you? You can see, like, if you go look at my videos, you can see, like, the last 3 lives got, like, over 1,000 views. And that's, like, so unusual. I look beautiful. Thank you. I know, people, you know, that's why like I said, there's a lot of things that, you know, women in society are expected to do that I've never done. I never wanted to do. I don't wear makeup. I don't get my nails done. I do occasionally like to wear like some nice cute bracelets. My sister makes jewelry. So like yesterday, like I wore this beautiful necklace that she made. You're Bruce? Oh, hi Bruce. Okay, no, that's fine. You know, if you don't like your username, I think you can change your handle. You can change it, but okay, I'll call you Bruce from now on. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Yeah, my sister is so talented. Actually, I have a couple more. But I don't know, have you guys ever heard of an HSP a highly sensitive person. So this is one that she made. She mostly works with beads. Like this one. She likes like chunky stuff. And this one with an elephant. You see it? You paint Warhammer? What's that? Makeup is bad for the skin. It is, you know. So when I hit, well, I'm 51. You can change your name 2 times every 14 days. Your name used to be Daddy or Poppy. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I've changed mine a couple times as well, but now I'm good with it. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it just makes sense to change it, but sometimes you don't want to change it if that's how people know you. But oh, I was saying a highly sensitive person. So I mean, I'm highly sensitive. I look like I'm in my 30s. Well, maybe it's the lighting. Here, I'll show you real quick. You want to see how old I really am? Oh, well, now it's just blurry. And this is backwards, and I don't know. That's too bad, right? You see it. It's supposed to say on air, but I think you're seeing it backwards. Are you? Let me see. Wait, I have this up. Oh, it's so far behind the live. Yeah, it's backwards. Well, I always looked young for my age, like I always did when I was young. I looked young when I was in my 20s. People thought I was in my teens. And I'm 51. So, you know, maybe because I, you know, I don't wear makeup and I don't wear like overly sexualized stuff. And I like walk around with a backpack and shit. And so like I just kind of look younger. And I mean, when you see me in real life, I have like age spots and wrinkles and stuff like that. You're 29 and people think you're younger? Yeah, I do look younger than 51. I mean, I think that some of our age, like how old we look, has to do with, well, first of all, I've been vegan for 17 years and vegetarian for like 18 years before that. And then I don't drink alcohol. I mean, I do like yesterday I had a drink. My sister-in-law brought some drinks and it was kind of good. It was like a can of like, it was mojito something and it was 10% alcohol. I only could drink like half of it. Okay. Yeah, I'm 51. You're 33, you look 12 and you wear a backpack. Oh wait, you were saying your name was only Daddy or Poppy because you're a caregiver for age regressors, but you put this name since you started to upload shorts and stuff. That's cool, but I don't know what an age regressor is. What is that? Mid-30s? I look my age. Well, I do. You know, many people think that saying you look old is an insult, but that's ageism. So being old, getting old is a privilege. And for me, the alternative is worse. So I'm going to get old. I'm going to be wrinkled as fuck. I'm going to look real fucking old. And that's just the way it is. So, you know, I mean, my mom, she is one of those people who, oh, don't worry, farm boy. I am going to yeet you motherfucker goodbye. My mom is one of those old-fashioned women who think it's like offensive to ask them about their age. She's always been so aggressive about not talking about her age. And, you know, I get it. Like that was a thing. And a lot of, you know, boomers are still like that. But age regression, I still don't know what that means. Hard for you to explain. I hate people too, Shadow. I hate people too. That's why I just like to yeet people. I don't give people second chance. You say one weird thing, bye, motherfucker. Goodbye. Go fucking be a black cloud on somebody else's stream. Okay? Ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway. So yeah, I just, you know, I kind of see how my mom, like, she's always so like, don't ask me about my age. And I'm just like, Mom, is it really a fucking thing? So I have often said my age. Sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes I don't feel like saying my age. But for the most part, it's like, what the fuck? I've been here for a whole fucking half century, motherfucker. That's not something to be ashamed about. It's something to be celebrated. There are so many women my age who have so much to offer, so much insight, so much experience, so much knowledge and skills. And then we're told that we're supposed to feel ashamed of the fact that we've lived and been around the sun all these times. It is something to be proud of. FMS Beats. Hi, Trey Hill. Dark Serenity says it basically has to do with trauma. I mean, people are, ageism is real. It's a very real thing. It's a part, woven into our society, but really only for women. It's like ageism and misogyny go together. Wait, hold on one sec. I gotta talk to my kid. Sorry, please hold. Exactly. Cinematic. Oh, cinermatic. No shame for being wise. It's something to be proud of. There's no shame for actually surviving. So see, Cinematic, you weren't here earlier, I guess. This is a safe space where people like that immediately get yeeted. I don't give motherfuckers like that a second chance. Why? Because I don't have to. Why? Because you have enough safe spaces all over the world. You don't need another one. Like some guy was like, it's so immature to block people. No, you know what's immature? What's immature is having no boundaries and having no ability to say no to the wrong people and having no ability to maintain control over your own space. If every single time I get on a live stream, I allow the racist, misogynistic, transphobic, homophobic, ageist, ableist haters to distract me and to fill my chat with nasty comments, homophobes are the worst. If you allow gay love from California, thank you, Guillotine. Ageism benefits the elder more in your country, Mahmet. Well, if it's like showing respect to elders, but it can go to an extreme. Of course it can. Shadow Woo says, I swear some people never seen women in their lives due to being stuck in their basements. I mean, unfortunately, misogyny is taught, it's rampant, it's just, it's similar to how racism likes to take low melanated people and put them on a pedestal and then so that they can look down on all the other people who have more melanin than them. And it's this unequal double standard that literally makes no sense. There's no proof to it. It's nothing but hatred, nonsense, profiting on, making hatred of other people and condescending other people and oppressing them and all this stuff. Just, making it into a system that they profit off of. And grouping all the people who they feel don't fit into their very rigid rules for society, it just gives them more power. And so unfortunately, many of those type of people, they're not just stuck in their basement, they're CEOs, they're your manager, they're the guy online who thinks that he has a right to stand too close to you or to cut in front of you or to say something nasty to you, or the guy at your job who literally steals your ideas and then takes all the credit. And then many of us have lived through having to deal with the mediocre white guy who was trained from birth to think that somehow they're better than, they're chosen, they should be privileged, they should have one leg up, they should have the head start, they should get a running start, they should get you ever seen those videos where, I haven't seen them in a while, but They do like a video where they show like a group of kids, like a class, like a diverse class of, you know, people, girls, boys, you know, maybe teenagers. And they're like all various levels of melanin. And then they're like, okay, like take a step forward if you've never had to. And then they list out all of these things, like never had to worry about your lights getting cut off, never had to, you know, go without food, never had to worry about whether your parent was coming home at night, you know, all of these things. And you could see the almost all white men, some white women, or, you know, kids stepping forward, and all the people in the back who, it's like, you think, hi, John, Nadeep, you know, and that's the thing about these privileged people is they think that everybody has the same exact resources, opportunities, you know, they had the same pathways open to them, the same availability for all these things, and it's just not the case. And most of the time, that's why people who get mad that they can't outperform, they can't compete with people who they perceive as less than them. I know you're not talking about my fat ass, Map Astro. I have gained 30 motherfucking pounds that I need to shed. So you know you must be talking about something. And even if I was a skeleton, see, that is like you're trying to shame somebody for their body. So you better, I'm going to see if you say one more nasty thing. Sometimes people say something and my first instinct is like, oh, I'm about to delete your ass. And then I realize, like, oh, okay, you didn't mean it in that kind of way. Like Mick Jam, I don't know what the point of what you're saying is. You were so poor for a while, Bruce, that you just steal vegetables from people's gardens. I mean, no, it's a damn shame that they don't have more community gardens where people could feed themselves, you know. That's another thing, like all these lawns where there's nobody growing anything. It's such an insult in a way. So again, thank you for letting me know I can delete you easier and that you are a problem and that you're not welcome here. You know, it's unfortunate. How am I doing, darling? I'm doing pretty good. You know, that's the thing is that, all right, so you just proved to me that you're not welcome here either. Most of the world is set up for white guys. Everywhere they go. Red carpet of privilege and mediocre but get ahead bullshit. You swear the bullies never had partners. I mean, they have partners that are just like them. A lot of the times, you know. A lot of hateful couples out there. And, but the thing about those type of people, what I believe, is that they are so jealous. Hi, Joseph. You send message to my Gmail. Can we chat? Probably not. I don't really chat with people. Like, I chat like this. I'm chatting with you now, but I don't get into like personal back and forth. Like, if you want to hire me to be an insight coach, or you know you need some consulting work, something done, then I could potentially, like, if you're a legitimate potential client and you want to hire me for like legitimate work, then I would talk to you. But I have pinned in this comment section is my email where you can send me a business request. But I am not open to like chatting with, you know, oh, I'm gonna be your friend. No, I'm not about that. Hello, Johnny, welcome. I'm not I ain't got time for that. Not interested, not open, not what I'm about. Okay. So again, I have an extensive About Me page. I have a website, catlovedreamingpeach.com. I have Patreon. I have memberships on Patreon, different levels, and you can read all about it and get all the information. Hi, Johnny. Yes, welcome. And as I've said 100 times in this chat, I am curating a safe space for anyone who makes it obvious that your vibe is welcome here. So I do seem busy. I am busy. I have 4 paid main clients that every week, if I could add it up. Where's my little calculator? Oh, I have a cute little one here. This cute little calculator. Kind of looks like the bubble letters that sometimes I put in my video, right? He's so cute. It was like TikTok shop. It's not that great, but let's see. I could add up. So I've got her, and then got him, and then I got, let's see, I do, okay, I'm going to do like that, and then her, 4, that's 12, so let me divide this by 4, yeah, well, I got about like, saying about 30 hours a week, that is, LOL. I have about 30 hours a week, like standard. What's that smoke behind me? It's the incense. I'll show you. This is my incense burner. It's awesome. What the fuck is this? Is you about to get yeeted, motherfucker? It's very pretty, right? Yeah. Very cool. Hi, Porch Swing Tunes. That's a cute name. You like it? Yeah. And then I also have this one. Oh, these ones, you already like my style. Thank you. I curse a lot. I don't know if I mentioned that. This one is kind of can figure it out. Can figure it out yourself. That I do curse a lot. I'm like a very sweet, kind person. I'm vegan, and I practice Buddhism. It's an all-inclusive flag for all LGBTQ plus people, all people of color, intersex people, for queer, all that. All right, you're going to go to sleep. It's 2:40 a.m. Oh, wow. In England. Oh, wow. Do you have like a cute little accent? Keep your head up high, ladies and gents. Cat, be wonderful, and ignore the trolls. Thank you so much. I hope I see you back, Shadow Woo. And just don't get you mad. Right. That's what I was saying. Like, I am sweet and kind, but I am from the East Coast, motherfucker. And homie, don't play that. Homie, don't play that, okay? One strike and fuck you. You're half British, half Scottish. That's pretty cool. Well, I hope I see you back again real soon. So as I've been saying, like, lately I've started to do some live streams, which I was like, I'm never doing live streams, because the last time I did one in January, I had some, long form videos that will have a great night, Shadow. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video on your way out. And is that a patchouli scent? My favorite. Patchouli is my favorite. Let me see. Do I have? I actually don't have patchouli at the moment. I was showing these earlier. Oh, yes, it compels me to yeet you the fuck out of here. Okay. Lotus, gardenia, lavender, vanilla, jasmine, and green tea is what these are. These are so cool. These are Japanese incense that are stickless. It's like, it is a stick, but it has no stick. So the whole thing burns. Unlike these guys. This is Indian incense. These have a stick. And then when you're done burning it, you have a stick. And I saved my sticks. Hey, Christian Thomas. Patchouli was your favorite when you were trying to mask the weed. Well, I love it. It's my favorite. My dad and sister, my dad, he hated it when he was alive. My sister hates it still. But I've always loved it. And I usually have some patchouli incense, but I love Nag Champa. Bruce, you're still here. I love Nag Champa. I love many kinds. These ones I in particular love. I get them in a set. Where's the box? I get them off Amazon. It's called Jambrana. And they burn for like an hour. Did I just light a second one after I just lit one? So. Okay. I guess we'll have two. Oh, this was my speaker. All I'm missing is a lava lamp, right? I know. I got my tarot cards, which I don't really, to be honest, I just don't. I've never gotten into tarot cards. I mean, I kind of enjoy like looking through them and stuff, but I don't know. It never was the vibe. It never really like hits. So that's what I'm saying. I have runes. What's a super hit? Runes are Celtic, Barthic symbols that have meanings. Actually, here's my little book of runes. And there's 25 of them. And they each have a meaning. And each one, well, I've had this book for a long time, many years. Each one has, so as you can see, I've marked it up with all of my notes. And for many years, I still do sometimes go to it. The whole purpose of runes are not fortune tellers. It's not telling you what's going to happen. It's not telling you what to do. A super hint is incense. Oh, cool. It's a spiritual guide. It's the spiritual warrior. It's really good. That's cool. Super hint. Is it like the black box? Is that the one you mean? So you can buy runes. I made these myself. And that's my vibe. I think these are like 2 different sets. So like I made these years ago. But so, they're very cool. It's very interesting. Tarot cards are something that I've always kind of thought were interesting, but for whatever reason, I don't know. Like I've always been into runes. Then I will yeet you. Goodbye. And I made my own. I made several sets over the years. I don't have a cat. So anyway, that's what that is. And I guess it's time to start winding down. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I've really appreciated it. Those of you who were welcoming and, those of you who are part of the vibe, you're now part of the tribe. I appreciate you. What? All right, I'm going to remove you. And those of you who need to be removed, thank you for making it so clear and so obvious who I need to remove. You did runes once in the 80s and it was so true. Yeah, they really are. I mean, the thing about them is like no matter what you pull, you can apply it to the situation. But I have always found that they are like eerily on point. But, people can say it's kind of like reading a horoscope, and it's like, they're general enough where it can apply to almost any situation in anyone's life. But that's kind of, it doesn't make it not true. It means that, you take the wisdom, you take the pithy explanation of what it means and what it stands for, and you see if you can apply it to your life somehow. And, it's a spiritual guide, kind of like I was talking about the Lojong slogans. It's a guide for your own spirituality. Mind training is not about controlling, like repressing yourself, but about learning how to have equanimity, which is how to maintain your emotional and mental balance regardless of external circumstances. Hi, Porch Swing Tunes and Trey Hill. Bruce, they taught you a mantra that you have used all your life. Cool. What was that? What was that mantra? My back is starting to hurt with sitting here for so long like this. Thank you for letting me know that I can yeet you instantaneously. So, what was it, Bruce? What was the mantra? Maybe that's a good note to end on. You're dealing with lower back pain. Yeah, I gotta do some stretching. I can maybe use, like I was saying earlier in the stream, I have some wood therapy self-massage tools that are very good for healing. 1 second, please. Am I a model? You're so funny. You who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the whole world. Is there more, or is that it? Hi, Built from Focus and JD laughing. Illuminate also my heart. Sounds cool. I'm getting tired. But it's been cool being on this live. Is there more, or is that it? It's so good. Like, I do enjoy doing these lives because, oh, let me see. I'm trying to see the whole thing. Such a nice room, aesthetic you've ever seen. Thank you, JD. Okay, so you who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the whole earth, illuminate also my heart so that it can do your work. That's beautiful. There's one was like, well, when I was like a teenager, like 18, 19, I had this book called Wicca, the Solitary Practitioner. And I thought it was super cool. And there was like this little phrase, Mother Goddess, Father God, by the power of the earth, air, fire, and water, I conjure thee. And then you would basically pray or something. And I look beautiful. Thank you so much. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And some people who have beheld me have been very mean and cruel, but they've been yeeted, and I appreciate you. Thank you. You know, the idea of like, all the elements, the earth, the air, the fire, the water, the moon, the stars. And, you know, Isaac, I will let you pass with one. One of those can pass. Two like that, goodbye. No, I'm not married. Well, actually, yes, I am married to myself. Which is true. And it's not a narcissistic thing. It's about 8 years ago in my healing journey, I decided that, well, as I was saying, I was originally doing videos about trying to manifest a specific person, and then I realized that the only specific person that you really should be manifesting is yourself. And so I also came to the realization that the only person that I'm with 24/7, 365, like literally all the time, thank you, Isaac, it's yourself. And that instead of looking externally like, oh, I need a husband, I need a partner, I want somebody to like fulfill this list of, you know, my perfect partner, make my list of my perfect partner, and then become those things, be those things to myself, be my own best friend, be my emotional support, be my hype man, be the one to support me financially and emotionally and physically, be the one to take myself to therapy. But I guess a beautiful queen like you is not single. Well, I'm literally talking about how I am single. And so I decided to marry myself. and to make the commitment to myself that I'm going to love myself forever, that I am going to always work to be the best version of me, whatever that means that day or that evening, that I'm going to make sure that I always have healthy food to eat and I always have a safe place to live, and that I'm drinking the good water, and that I'm making time for my hobbies and for stretching and walking, and I need to start to do that again. And that, you know, no matter what, like my kids, I'm raising them, I spend a lot of time with them, but they're getting older, they have social lives, they have interests, they're going to eventually become independent people who are not going to be around me all the time. Love you too, Paul Cantrell. And so I am the relationship that I need to focus on. My relationship to myself. How much do I love myself? How much do I like myself? How much do I forgive myself for all the horrible mistakes that I made when I was unhealed and navigating relationships with people that I should have never been involved with in the first place, whether it was the wrong kind of friend or the wrong kind of, you know, love interest, or the wrong kind of so-called boss, the wrong kind of job or career, the wrong path. And I'm not going to meet anybody. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Please welcome. Please join me. You can become a member. You can see if you're interested in me personally, I have on my memberships, I have private playlists. Whether you join on Patreon or on YouTube, you will have access to videos where I get more personal and I talk about more of my personal childhood traumas and some of my relationship experiences and journeys and a lot of my own self-healing. I talk a little bit about some of my dreams. I've talked about previous jobs I've had, previous clients I've had, and all of those kinds of things. So if you're interested, you can support me and you can watch all those things. But I am not open to, you know, having a personal relationship with anybody from on here. I live in the East Coast of the United States. And that's where I'm from. So, but thank you, Paul, for the interest. Oh, thank you so much. Gokhan? S-E-K. Let me see what those are. What is it? A Swedish krona. Cool. That's very cool. So you're in Sweden? So awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Where am I living? You just asked me that, and I just told you. In the East Coast of the United States. So as I was saying earlier in the stream, another one, my gosh, how is that cool and or awesome? How is what cool? That Gokhan is donating a super chat. That's incredibly generous and incredibly appreciated. I thank you so much. And eventually I'll learn how to share it on the screen. Sweden is a great country. Yeah. The time is 9:51 p.m. What time is it for you? Kushlar vibration. And where are you? You don't have to tell me like the state or like the, you know, I don't need to know your specific details because I believe in safety first. We can all have fun, but safety first. It's actually incredibly freaking hot. Let's see what the temperature is. It says 68. Well, it says 68 outside, but look, can you see this? This is my little internal thermometer. It's backwards, but it's 83 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is amazing content. Thank you. Here in Papua New Guinea, the time is 11:52 a.m. Wow, that's cool. Let's see. I know that some of you are in this. So it says 28 Celsius, 48% humidity, 50% humidity. And then if it's hot, it is kind of pretty hot. And then if I switch it back, it's 83 Fahrenheit. But I have the window open right here. Wait, you can't see it. The window is right there, open. And it's nighttime. You see how it's dark out there. And I have this little cute thermometer. It's like reading the room. It's pretty freaking hot. I am on WhatsApp, but again, I do not chat with random people. I appreciate your interest. However, 27 SCKs, 3 cents. Is that true? Well, hey, I appreciate your 3 cents. I mean, somebody donating 3 cents is really sweet. Nobody has to do it. So anybody who gives me anything is incredibly generous. It's actually about $3. So let's see, 37. So it's $3.94, and then YouTube takes like 35%. So, but hey, $2 is very helpful. I appreciate it. Nobody has to support me financially. Are you doing it again? Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean? You should have said please. How many letters it has in the word. And the way you say it. Okay, well, like I said, I block people faster than a flash. I'm a blockety bitch. I be blocking a motherfucker for the fun of it. If you're here and you seem disruptive, if you seem like you're 12, if you seem like you're just not part of the vibe, I am the gatekeeper. Thank you. Thank you, Bruce. I really appreciate it. I do have a huge can of garbanzo beans that I need to eat, though. Speaking of garbanzo beans. I can make a big old thing of hummus. I don't know what you're saying, but I don't like it, so bye. So because I am healing from SA, let's see. I mean, I've been on for 2 hours. SA, sexual assault. Again, people who are predators or creeps, you are not welcome here. You are not fucking welcome. Hello, Christopher Eric Rose. Prayer hands, purple heart. To you too. Yeah, I'll be blocking a motherfucker. Sometimes I might have accidentally blocked a couple people who didn't need to be blocked, because I will block you faster. I will not second thought. I will be like, gaboo. Goodbye. But that's how I am in real life. Like, I am a very introverted person. I have an incredibly small circle of people in my life. Hence, why I have zero availability for... I ain't looking for no friends. I ain't looking to, link up with nobody. Link up, hook up. None of it. I'm not looking for somebody to text. When I want some engagement and some kind of social getting I'm going to hide you so you don't ever have to see my chat again. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, people who you would rather take, 30 seconds to write a nasty comment instead of just fucking leave. It's like, people are such losers. You don't like it, but yet you want to make it known. Like, ain't nobody give a fuck about you. Ain't nobody give a fuck about you. Ain't nobody give a fuck about you. Oh, that's reminding me. That little, well, it wasn't little. I guess it was a play. And the lady's like, I don't want to do the work today. 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 Anyway, that's very funny. Blessed be to you too. Thank you. Anyway, guys, it's 3 minutes to 10. Well, that's sad. Whoa. Made me knock over my flag. That's gross, and I'm going to block you because you're not welcome here. I'm so sorry, Gokhan. That's very bad, and I hope that you will find the healing that you need. I encourage you to eat more fruits and vegetables, drink a lot of water, avoid processed food. Try to get as much vitamin D naturally from the sun as you can. Block a bitch, you know? Anybody who's toxic in your life, who's draining your energy, who doesn't bring positivity in your life. Hi, Landon Souls. Just, allow yourself to say, I have a boundary. See, like how I'm doing my, curating my channel by, I have absolutely zero fucks to give for people who make it 100% clear that they are just not, I'm cute, thank you. They're just not going to, do well. I mean, if you had your own business and you wanted to hire people, like, well, in my case, I have my own business and I get hired by clients, but I've been through a bunch of different clients and some of them just made it very clear that like what they're looking for or what, like we're just not going to vibe. Their expectations and or my experience and skills is just not a match. So people who aren't a match, I just immediately remove you because why waste time on the wrong path? What does that even mean? So, if you're like 12 years old, I'm going to delete you. Sometimes your comment makes it obvious that either you are 12 years old or you have the mentality of a 12-year-old. How am I, Sam Randhawa? Sam Randhawa. I'm good. How are you? I'm 100% Chrissy May. Thank you. Like so many people, like there's the gaslighters. Like there was some guy in the comments before I yeeted him. Like, it's so immature to delete people just because you don't agree with them. It's not immature. It's incredibly mature. It's discerning. It is healthy to say, I have boundaries in my life. And those of you who are homophobic, transphobic, racist, xenophobic, misogynistic, MAGA, fascist, you're not welcome here. And you will be immediately yeeted if you talk about my looks, if you talk about my breasts, if you, just act weird. You're gone. What's my specialty? Cactus Abe. Oh, that's cute. Oh, look, Abe. Can you see? Can you see my cute little babies back there? Love it. To morning. $1. I can give you $50,000. Oh my God. Well, don't you need it to take care of yourself? Go, Khan. Chrissy May, you got to protect yourself, girl. Got to block the bad energy and vibe. Let only love and light in. Haters need to keep scrolling. That's right. Nice collection. Thank you. It's okay. Maybe I can zoom in. You want me to go a little closer? Let's see. I got to get up anyway because my freaking back is killing me. Hold on. Ugh. Got to crack my back. Oy. Let's see. I can flip a bitch. Let's see. Back camera. All right. Let's see. Show you. I mean, you can see, like, I'm not super great at growing because, like, that got real skinny and now has all these, like, long ones. That guy lost all his little things. This one is cute. Send you my bank account? Yeah, right. That's crazy. I got this guy. I mean, I appreciate the dollars, but you think you're real crazy. Look at that. I made that painting. Isn't that cute? Uh-huh. Good for you, honey. Go find another sucker. Those are cute. Those are cute. I got my cute little Buddhas here. These guys, my son gave me this one. I painted this one. My sister gave me this one. I had to glue his head back on a couple times. I bought these. I think this one I got from a horrible ex-boyfriend. I got that guy. He's dead. Oh, and then look, I had down there. There's some there. But wait, I had a fairy. Oh, that guy's, he needs a little bit of help. Look at that guy, super dead. And that one is dead. And I got a bunch. So, well, I used to work at the flower shop, and they were in the window, and I was growing them and stuff like that. But let me turn around now. Go back to my desk. Yeah, I mean, I just don't have as much like sunlight in those windows. So a lot of them have been dying, unfortunately. And but they're super cute. So let me see, let me delete a couple of creepies. You have cactus, snake plant, and Buddhist too. That's so cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, your vibe attracts your tribe, and that's why it's because there's no light in the windows why they're dead. You know, like the sun rises. It's kind of like it rises on the other side and then it goes across. So by the time it's like going across these windows, it's like more towards like later afternoon. So they just don't get the amount of sunlight that they need, unfortunately. So when I used to be at the flower shop, I had them in the windows in the flower shop, and they got a lot more sun because of the way the sun hit the windows. So, what are you talking about, Baby Buddha? Let me scroll back because maybe I missed. I don't know what you're talking about. Did you send me a chat before? I don't know. I didn't see it. So I have no idea what you're talking about. So like I said, sometimes people pop in and they seem really cool. And then I start to chat with them for a few minutes and we have a couple back and forths. And I'm like, oh, you're cool. You're cool. I'm glad you're here. And then they turn out to be an absolute weirdo, a creep, predator, somebody who's trying to grift. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that, you know, that's how sometimes people are. So, it's getting really late. It is 10:06 now. There's 20 people in here, which is pretty cool. Does anybody have anything left to add or to share that you'd like to talk about before we hang up on this Sunday night? Let's see. So unfortunately, like I was saying, you know, I was going back and forth with somebody who seemed kind of cool. And I thought that he was giving me some donations, which was very cool. But then all of a sudden he said, I have cancer. I'm going to send you $50,000. Send me your bank account. Like, what? You fucking creep. That is so creepy. Like, what are you talking about? And then he said, send it now. Send your bank account now. What, bitch? That was crazy. Oh my God. I yeeted him. 5 days ago, you made a proposal night, a fun day. Honey, no. If you listen to anything on my stream, you will see I am single and not willing to mingle, and I don't want you. Thank you, but no thank you. You know what's super important in, hold on, please hold one sec. When I put the book up or whatever, when I go back to edit the video later, it makes it a lot easier to find those little cuts. One of the reasons why I stopped the path that was like trying to manifest a specific person is because the reality is that everybody has free will and people have the right to say no to you. And the idea that you can push past somebody's no and manifest them and get them to want to be with you when they specifically said no, that's actually grape mentality without the G. Yeah, he'll probably try to do a chargeback on the donation. That's exactly what I was just thinking. Like, but whatever, I don't care. I don't need his little piddly $3. It's like, whatever. So, and it might not even be like a real, like there might not be money in it or whatever, but it's fine. He was just trying to grift. But so the concept that you can manifest somebody regardless of circumstances, or somebody who's already rejected you, that you could somehow manifest them, it's so utterly the antithesis of what a healthy relationship is. A healthy relationship is mutual. It's mutually beneficial. It's mutually desired. It's mutually invested in. And it's consensual. It's two consensual adults who mutually desire to invest in each other in a romantic way. And that is what they do. And they're actively doing so. It's not getting on a live stream of a stranger that you're just randomly hitting on, and when they say no to you, you continue to try to hit on them. That means you don't have any self-esteem. That means you don't respect my boundaries. That means that you're not a healthy potential partner. That means you're probably toxic. Okay? You should never want to be in a romantic situation with somebody who's not interested in you or in a relationship in general. So while I appreciate somebody expressing some type of attraction or something like that, if I say no, which I always will, then if you continue to try to push, or then often what they'll do is they'll turn around and they insult you. Well, you're a fucking bitch anyway, or some stupid shit. Or they come out with their it's just like whatever. But, sometimes people might say it and then I'm like, no, and they're like, cool, and they just hang around and they watch and they make good comments, but they don't continue to try to be a predator. So I'm not saying you are a predator, but I'm just saying that it's super important that you respect yourself at that level where you would not even ever want to entertain trying to pursue somebody who is clearly not interested. So, again, thank you. No, thank you. Move on. Okay, and then I bounce you because, people who don't respect somebody's boundaries, you're toxic. So then that means you're gone. So like, I don't know, I feel like so many people they're lonely, they're sad, they're losers, they have nobody, and they get on these live streams and they just want to, they want other people to attack them. They rage bait. And I've been on plenty of streams where I see somebody who's doing the rage baiting and I immediately block them. And then I can see hundreds of comments of other commenters like, what are you doing? What are you saying? Bah, 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 bah. And it's just like, oh my God, like, why would you let yourself get baited by rage bait? When you see a rage comment, then you just ignore it, just block it. Why allow that? Like, that's what equanimity is. Equanimity and mind training is the ability to not allow external opinions throw you off your path or your purpose. You're alone, but not at all lonely. I'm not alone because I got my 2 kids, but, I'm alone as far as like romantic, but that's my choice. That's what I want to be. I want to focus 100% on myself. I want to pour all my, time that I'm not working, sleeping, taking care of my kids, or doing things for other people. All that time is for me to heal, for me to do my chores, do my errands, do whatever the hell I want to do my hobbies and stuff like that. And I'm never lonely. maybe once a year I'm like, oh, it would be nice to hang out with somebody, and I feel that way for like half an hour, and then, you know, I can jump on a live stream. Like, I don't need, I just don't want it. I'm so busy with so many other things. I'm so happy that I do not have to fucking deal with somebody else's bullshit. I'm just so thrilled about that. And honestly, the longer that I go, the happier I am. And the less I even would think about considering a relationship, a romantic relationship. So, okay, it feels like it might be a natural conclusion point. I got a bunch of views. I really appreciate that. Some new people joined. I really appreciate that. That's very cool. About 15 new subscribers, and it's so cool to have you here. Welcome. I hope that you will enjoy the content. And, you know, obviously sometimes you jump on, you join somebody, you hit subscribe, and then you check out their stuff and you're like, you know what? Actually, never mind. No thanks. Not that into it. Not that interesting, or, you know, not my vibe. And again, I don't get hung up on the numbers. You know, it's, of course I love to see the numbers going up, and I feel a little bit sad when they go down. But again, it's just, it's a constant, you go up, you go a little down, you go up, you go a little, and it's fine. I do this for my passion. This is a passion channel. This is, you know, if I can get super chats, if I can get members, if I can get money, of course, I love money. I'm happy to get paid. That's what I need. That's what I want. But I don't do this specifically for that. This is not my full-time job. This is my do it on the side for free. Actually lose some money because I could be doing other shit. And that's why I had started to, thank you, Bruce. I hope to chat with you soon. I'm going to pop off soon as well. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for your super chats. I super appreciate you. So, because I've had less time to make like these pre-edited videos, jumping on a live every now and then has been pretty cool. So I will continue to do so. I will also be continuing to make long form videos, whether I'm doing like guided meditations, talking about doing my own like video therapy sessions where I'm healing my own personal business and sharing it in a way that I think may be helpful to others who are so interested. Please join me. You can hit the subscribe. You can hit the bell notification so you never miss out on another video. You can hit like, hit share. You can check out my, oh gosh, what just happened? You can check out my playlists, and I will see you soon. And with that, I'm going to hang up, and we out.